This is the golf course I grew up at. And when you were a kid, you were aggressive. You hit driver everywhere. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna go out on the south course here at Hylands and hit driver everywhere. We're gonna be stupid aggressive because 30 summers ago on this very driving range, my dad taught me how to play golf. So it's special being up here with my son now. This video is sponsored by T. Hanley, so more on that a little bit later. But until then, let's go hit some bombs and make some birdies. Growing up, it was like a big deal to get it past that tree. Obviously, much different story. The old hole though, the green used to be right there. Now they've lengthened it, it's a little around the corner. Actually not bad being over here. I can have no tree trouble if I was on the right side of the fairway. So let's see if we can't get home in two. So that was the old green there. Much more straightforward hole, much shorter. It's back here now. A little bit trickier of a second shot, trying to hit this green in two. I like the old course. They changed the next hole, but thankfully the rest of the front nine is the exact same. The rest of the entire course is the exact same. So I don't have the same kids-like nostalgia to try to make eagle and then drive the second green. Go. Man, that was soft. It was the old second hole. Turned the fairway a little bit, but it was like 300 yards downhill, sometimes downwind. So when it was a hot summer day as a kid growing up, it was like, how close can you get to this green? They've moved the tee back 60 yards. Big dog leg right. Driver is not the play, but that's what we're doing. We're hitting driver everywhere. So let's see if I can't bend this thing around the corner and make a birdie, because that last hole, not a good start. Okay. Even now, as a 37-year-old man, I still can't not flirt with the road on this hole. No matter how much things change, they just stay the same. This road just pulls my golf ball. Longer birdie putt than we wanted. Oh, come on. This was a par 3 that someone got a hole-in-one once here growing up. It hit in the trees and it bounced into the hole. But for me, at like 185 yards, this was a big deal when this hole turned into an iron. Learning the game at first 10, 11, 12, this was like a 3-wood, then a 5-wood. And then it was like 4 or 5 iron for the most part until we left here when I was 16. Now it's like 7, 8 iron. Greens are soft, got to take dead aim if I want to make birdies because there's no release and they're slow. So good. It's just a little short, took too much off. Since we're taking such a nostalgic trip down memory lane, where did you learn to play the game? Let me know in the comments down below. What golf course, what city? Yeah, where'd you learn to play the game? This was for me. Hylands Golf Club, Ottawa, Ontario. I was lucky, my dad was the head pro, so I had a lot of access. Still worked in the back shop, still paid for my membership. This is where I cut my teeth. Where did you learn the game? Love to know. I would love to know. Gotta hit it closer if you want to make some birdies, AJ. 10, 11, 12-year-old Andrew, this was like the hardest hole. 400 yards, couldn't hit it left. You couldn't, try to hook it and get some more out of it. Driver, maybe a long iron, maybe a 5-wood, then eventually get a driver to like the 150. That was a big deal. Now, get super aggressive and take kind of at the green. Those right trees always called my ball though as a kid, so I'm gonna try to not do that today. Tries to go there. I think we're okay though. Don't leave it short. Ah! The hardest hole on the golf course, they say. Turns around, these trees have grown in quite a bit. Maybe I could hit something. You see the little 3 trees on the corner? They could get a drive kind of past that corner so you could see the green. There used to be a giant tree in the right side of the up over by the green, so it made it even harder. I gotta turn this thing over if I wanna have a good flip wedge in, because if I hit it dead straight, I'm right in those trees right over Buddy in the red there. We don't want that. Got to turn it over, but as a kid you try to turn over and you'd overcook it into the crap, make double bogey. Like this hole, so difficult and so frustrating growing up. Let's see if I can hit a high draw, even though all I've been doing is hitting high safe cuts. Get a high straight one. We are gonna have an interesting second shot. There used to be one tree there, big one. I think it came down in a storm maybe 15, 20 years ago. Planted some new ones. So it's kind of the same idea, but it doesn't overhang into the fairway as much. So what I just did, I gotta hit it right up and over this beautiful maple tree. Is it a maple tree? Let me know. I don't know. Is it a maple tree? I think it's a maple tree. Go, go. Got it up, it's not far enough. Update, it is not a maple tree. Those are not maple leaves, but I don't know what kind of tree it is. Like exactly how I played this hole as a kid. Hit the tee shot out of position, miss the green, make bogey. So this par 5, after a bogey on 5, which was pretty much the norm growing up, was like, okay, let's try to make a birdie. At first it was like, oh, I can't reach the bunker. Then once I could reach that bunker, it was trying to avoid that bunker. Then when I got a little bit longer, I would always miss it right. You can actually miss it in the 5th fairway and have a shot to the green, so that's okay. Today though, I just want to hit something solid that's not a high spinner to the right. Just have an easy iron into this green and try to make stress-free birdie to make up for my usual bogey spot. There we go, finally. Ball's just not going as far as Florida right now. It's about 60 degrees. Little breeze, little uphill. 2-iron didn't even come close to the front of the green. AJ growing up, I couldn't hit greens in reg. Chipping a putt, chipping a putt, chipping a putt. Dad always told me, I'm gonna do that here. Chipping a putt for our first birdie of the day. Probably hundreds of times in my life, so I kind of had a good idea what I was gonna do. We're on the board. Back to even par. Okay, we're coming up on a little piece of history. The 7th hole on the south course. First birdie I ever made in my life was on this par 3. 8 or 9 years old. It's a 150-yard par 3. Hit driver, made the putt. Was wearing metal spikes at the time. Playing with my mom right after a junior clinic, and I went bananas. I jumped up and down, tore the green apart with my spikes. Got in trouble. It was the last hole of the day. We used to play these 7 holes after the clinics. This is my first birdie ever, so let's see if I can do it again here. Good. So as a kid, this hole was like super intimidating, a long par 4, uphill. If you kept it left, you couldn't see the green. If you hit it right, you had a long shot in. It was a big deal to kind of get, when I eventually could get to the 150, which was down in a swale, but if you hit it left, you had to hook it. There's a bunker in front of the green. Green goes like this. This was such a tricky hole. Now, a little bit simpler. Can just blast driver over everything, have a wedge. I think it's a front pin, so it could be a very simple, straightforward hole today if we execute. Just high spinners all day. Goodness gracious. 9th hole, another 400-ish yard par 4. This whole front side is basically 400-ish yard par 4. So as a younger kid, that was long, that was difficult. Nowadays, it's obviously not, but if you're hitting high spinning 265-yard drives, it's about the same thing as 20 years ago. But this one, there's a bunker on the right that you just tried to avoid. As a kid, it was like, can I get to it? Then can I get past it? Couldn't really get past it. Just want to hit something up the left side, hit the fairway, and actually hit a close wedge and make a birdie putt. Oh man, can't say I've never had this shot before because I absolutely have hit it in these trees and had to kind of maneuver something under and around. Hey, I'll take it. We clipped the tree, but it still got to the front edge. So growing up, you just wanted to get through the front 9 here on the south. It was like the second hardest 9 of the 4 9s out here. And then you just wanted to get to the back 9 on the south course because it was the easiest 9 of the 4. It's kind of what we've been doing today, just slopping it around like I did 20 years ago, fighting for pars. So if you want to watch some really good golf, check out this video. I played the back 9 3 years ago and the golf was really good. Apologize for not living up to today's billing of making birdies and just fighting for pars, but go watch this video. I really hope you enjoy it.